Oh yeah, we're gonna watch the sunrise. Nice, beautiful here in East Tennessee. Saturday morning. How can I help you? Well, we're just gonna see who's on here. We're gonna we're gonna jump around and mess around with these live streams this morning. It is Saturday morning. Welcome, guys. So they say the sun rises in the east, which would be that way. As you can see, the sun is shining through the trees there. Let's show you. Okay, let's see. And see, the sun is rising in the east. Sorry for the shakiness. Hope you can hear me. Yeah. So, good morning, everybody. Good morning. So we're just chilling out early in the mornings. I get up very early, so I like to chill out. I like to run these silent live streams. They're fun to do. Look there. Oh, what are y'all doing over there? Little kitties. What are y'all doing? Huh? What are y'all doing over there? What are y'all doing over there? Playing on the swing. They're playing on the swing. This is country living right here. Just a swinging. We're just a swinging. This is country living right here. Watching the sunrise from the east. Ooh, enjoying the beautiful land you own. Getting everything cut up yesterday. Getting the yard mowed. Getting it all cleaned up. Getting all these walnuts that fall out of these trees. Tons of walnuts. I've got about 5 different walnut trees. Getting them cleaned up. It's rough sometimes. Good morning, everybody. It's Saturday morning calling. How can we help you? What are you doing for your Saturday morning? Let me ask you guys something. Look here. I got chins on my tripod, so look at that. Got my yard good, and I keep my yard mowed every week. I do not have a shaggy yard. I hate high grass. The sun is rising in the east. We got the kitty cat, the baby cats playing on the swing. We got them playing in the yard. Like I said, the sun is rising in the east. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you like live streams of just different things, different topics, hit that subscribe button. We do all kinds of stuff over here. Trying to build this channel back up. Like I said, our other one got taken, got hacked and shit. So I'm in no control of that channel anymore. YouTube is, and it is a monetized channel. Going on 35,000 subscribers, and they've kept it. So I guess that's one way to shut my political views up, is to just keep your channel, and you have to sit there and watch it grow and grow and grow, and you can't do anything with it. So I have 4 channels altogether, but they took 3 of them, and now I've got this one. Started over 3 weeks ago. So it is what it is. What's up, guys? Hi, how you doing? Nice bike, thanks. Yeah, I'm on my other channel. It's got 34,000 something subscribers over there. But like I said, when your Gmail gets hacked and shit, and they want to, keep your channel, it's monetized channel, everything. And then they want to tell me that what they said was I couldn't prove it was me. And I'm like, dude, you got copies of my license. It's a monetized channel. I pay for YouTube Premium every month. Let's see. Oh, you even mailed me. They run the trace back to Bangladesh. I said, well, I'm in East Tennessee. I said, not only that, you've had to mail me a 6-digit code to verify my address. So you've got enough proof it was me. Well, they still fought me on it and said, no, it wasn't me. It wasn't enough information. It was me. And I'm like, you got a copy of my license, you dipshit. It is me. Go look at the videos. It's me. I'm not in Bangladesh. But it's okay. You know, it is what it is. They silence you when they want to. You know, when you agree and accept their, you know, rules and regulations, you're actually accepting that you don't have free speech. You're willing to, and people don't realize that. They bitch and say, oh, what about free speech? What about it? You signed a written contract saying that your free speech is limited because someone that runs this can limit you and control your speech. So don't complain. And trust me, I'm about free speech. Fuck the government, fuck everybody. I'm telling you. But when you accept that, when you first start your channel, you have to learn and accept that they have rules and regulations. There's consequences to your free speech. Sometimes there's just consequences, you know. It is what it is. The atmosphere is very good. Yeah, man. The sun's rising in the east right here, as you can see. See it coming through the trees right there? Yeah. It's beautiful here in the mountains. We have a thing coming up, and I'm not for sure if I'm going to go and live stream it or not. This is the fourth one they've done in 4 years. They do one every year. I'm just not really into, like, I'm a 45-year-old. Yeah, I got a truck, but it ain't jacked up. I don't really care about those, you know, jacked up diesels and all that shit. That, to me, kind of douchey. There's a nice motorcycle. That's a trike. It's called FP4 or something like that coming up, Fitzgerald's Performance. And it's actually in my town that I live in. And they have a whole weekend of truck shows, burnout content. I mean, all kinds of stuff. It's huge. If you look it up on Instagram and YouTube, FP4 is the one coming up, Fitzgerald Performance. Dude, it's massive. These trucks has got hundreds of thousands of dollars in them, from the stereo systems to the hydraulic systems to the suspension. But I thought about maybe going out there and just doing a live stream and just showing. But, you know, and the only bad thing is you get people on your channel and they're like, well, what about tomorrow? You know, the next day they're like, well, you ain't showing a truck. Well, no, my channel ain't trucks. I show a little everything, you know. When I do a live stream, I go to an event, I'm just kind of showing the event. I'm not saying I specifically, you know, my channel is this one topic, you know, based on trucks or motorcycles or cars, which I love motorcycles. I do usually more motorcycle and politics stuff. So, and it is what it is, you know. I'm a Harley guy, but we all have the same damn bikes, it seems like. That's an '07 Ultra, man. Most people that ride gray or black, yeah, this is a blue and black. I like this design. I like a two-tone color on the motorcycles. I like black, but I like the two-tone as well. I don't know. I like a little color, man. I wish that blue was a dark blue instead of that light blue. I mean, I like that light blue, but if I could go in and buy my choice of a bike, brand new bike in color, I wouldn't go red. No, you know, I don't want red and black. I would actually probably, I wouldn't mind even going with like a mix, like a two-tone, maybe white and like, I think that white sometimes looks good, but not the sandy white, you know, not that all white shit or pearl white, whatever y'all want to call it. Maybe some white finishes or something. But do some like green or like I said, green or black or, you know, the dark blue. I think, let's see, is it billiard blue or something like that they call it? I think that's a good color too. Or they do have some of the, I mean, they just got so many color options, you know, which, you know, you can go to Advent Black. No, you know, no relations to them, but I know Alan, not like best friends, but I know who Alan is. I've met him a couple of times. You know, you can go through Advent Black and get color matching body kits and all that stuff and things like that. I hate red too. Yeah, it's just, yeah. And like yellow and stuff. And they always try to tell you don't go dark, don't go green, don't go black, because they don't want you, you know, because you kind of fade in with the background, you know, you kind of disappear. If you got a green bike or something that's a darker green, you know, it just kind of goes, fades in with the, you know, with the background. People can't see as good. But I'm not going to ride down the road looking like an orange cone or a big yellow popsicle. You know, the yellows are okay. Like the gold, look at what's that? The one they come out with like 2 years ago or 2023. It was some Prospect Gold. Now I really like that. The Prospect Gold was really nice. I dug the black and Prospect Gold on that. Uh, a guy I know, well, you know, I know of him. I know we've talked many times. Bert from Baggers and Brews, you know, he's got the Prospect Gold, I believe. It's a good looking bike, but he put the red accents on it and stuff, and it looks actually pretty good. And then I got a buddy of mine in Chattanooga. Uh, he bought a 24 of the let's see, I don't know what color, I don't know what they call it. It's a white. It's got the red accents. It's not the CVO. I don't believe it is. I just believe it's the white, the regular 24 Road Glide. And now he's went and had the rims painted red, and he's got more stuff, accents done. He's took them off and had them all powder coated red and everything. They look amazing. The bike looks amazing. So, what's he saying? Moto 8 just got my 5th bike in life last night. Really? Yeah, congratulations, man. A black '04 electric glide. This is a '07. I like the twin cam motors, man. They're so much easier for people like me to work on them. Uh, you know, super excited. It's my 2nd Harley, heck yeah, in life. But this time decided to switch back to a Harley from, yeah, my first street bike. I rode dirt bikes and stuff growing up. My first actual street bike I put on the street, I was like 20-year-old. It was a 95 Kawasaki Ninja. And it was the green and white one. It was badass, but the only thing, I go back and I sit on one here about a year ago. I found one, and it was so heavy, and I forgot how heavy they were back in the 90s, those street bikes. And now you go and get a new one, and it's like, dude, they're not even 500 pounds. They're so small in weight, and it's like, how the hell did I survive on these things? Like, because you know as well as I do, if you've ever rode a street bike or a Ninja or any of that kind of bike, you want to haul ass, man. You want to just, every stop sign, every red light, everything, you want to just take off. Harley's different. Yes, you want to do that with Harley, but it's not because you want speed. It's because you want that muffler, that exhaust sound. You want them tab performances or those screaming eagles, you know, you want all that. You want that sound. You want everybody to look around and look at you. I'm not joking. I'll admit it. Hell yeah, I used to do that. I was young one time. Now I'm 45 and I just like to ride and cruise, you know what I mean? I don't give a shit about building a performance bagger. I don't give a shit about none of that. I'll be honest. Like, I love to ride in these mountains here in East Tennessee. I love having fun, and I love taking my time, and I can stop where I want to. I can eat, I can piss, I can, you know, you get in a group ride. I've rode with 200 people. I've rode with 5,000 people. I've rode with, you know, you name it. I've rode with 4 people. I've rode with 1, you know, 2, 3 people. I enjoy by myself because no one, and I promise you, no one will ever be on the same schedule as you. I don't care. Yeah, hey, we're going to stop every 150 miles. Fine. It still doesn't matter. You still may have to pee, or they may have to pee, or want to smoke, want to do something. I'm telling you, you'll never be on the same clock as anybody else, and we're not meant to be. We're meant to go on our own. And like I always say, I love solo riding because I can do what I want. I can go fast if I want. I can slow down at certain times. If I want to get somewhere, I'll get there. I mean, just bottom line. But yes, I do have motorcycle stuff, videos that's in my GoPro, guys. I will be trying to upload. Like I said, 3 weeks ago, my channel got hacked. My Gmail got hacked. They put a Trojan horse into my laptop. It's screwed. I'm saving money to get my laptop, so I can't get those videos over here to this new channel because until I get me a new laptop, and that's going to take a couple weeks to, You know, I'm saving money. I'm not the kind of guy that can just go out and spend 5K on a laptop. So they did all that. They screwed my damn laptop up. All this. They got a Trojan horse, so I had to get rid of it and had to get rid of my Gmail. Like I said, they hacked my YouTube channel that's got over 34,000 subscribers. It's got tons of motorcycle stuff on there. YouTube kept it. They kept it active. It's sitting there collecting, you know, views and subscribers constantly. So I had to start a new email, start a new channel. So that's what I'm doing here. And there will be motorcycle content coming to this channel. Like I hated it, dude, because I was at Smokeout Rally for over in North Carolina, Chopper Show Rally, 3 years in a row. You know, Daytona. I've got videos on that other channel of that, videos of Daytona, bike weeks, you know, gatherings, all kinds of shit, man, all kinds of rides and everything. Over 500, almost 600 videos or something over there on that other channel, and they completely screwed me. So, like I said, starting over, it sucks, but because I've been on here for 5-6 years on, it says I created this channel in 2022, which I did, but I never started any videos on it because I started my other channel before that. And when I started my other channel, I started putting more videos and focusing on that channel. So I just let this email just sit, this YouTube channel sit with no, I didn't even, you know, put a video on. I didn't even do none of that. So, like I said, it says I started this channel in 2022, which I created it, but I didn't create content on it or do any of that stuff. It just sat dormant pretty much until now, until I need it. Thanks. Okay, can't really ride much till next week. It's the weekend. You don't have registration and insurance yet. Yeah, that's a big thing to do. Your Harley has a 32-degree lean angle. It will do good in the mountain. Oh yeah, it always rides better in the cooler weather up here too, man. It just, yeah, I got malware, man. They busted my ass. Yep. What it was is they sent me a email saying that you know, it was a copyrighted video on my YouTube channel, and of course, it's my fault. I opened it up and said, you have copyrighted, and I'm like, what? And it allowed them to download all that shit into my laptop and put you know, a Trojan horse in it, screwed it completely up. So, well, I'm not going to spend 5K on a laptop. I'm just saying, for a good streaming laptop that I do so many live streams, and I did on the other channel, shit, I've deleted over 2,000 live streams. I mean, I do, you know, some massive live streams, and I've had, you know, a lot of people on and different, you know, parties and different channels and stuff like that. We have great conversations. We do things. I was on a friend of mine's live stream last night. No, I'm looking to spend probably around 2K. I think I'll spend around 2,000 on a new laptop. Did you get a password? No, never gave my password out, or some shady link. Did you give out? No, I never gave a password out. Yeah, it was a link. It was a fucking copyright link, and when I clicked on it, well, I went through the recovery, man. That's what I'm saying. I talked to 2 different people at Google. One guy, I finally got a hold of them, and one guy, of course, they're just, you know, they're helpers. They, you know, they finally called me back, and then one guy was talking, yeah, he traced it to Bangladesh. He did all this, showed me there was a Trojan horse. He said, somebody will call you back in 34 or 32 to 48 hours. Well, 4 days later, I tried to give them time to call me back. 4 days later, I had to try again, and finally got a hold of another person there because they never called me back. I told the guy what happened. I told the guy, the first guy I talked to from Google, we went through the system. And I was telling him all my stuff, showing him all my stuff, and, you know, this is me, what can I do, this and that. And then he finally got to the point and was saying, well, you know, there's not enough evidence that it's you and it's your channel or it's your email, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, click, hung up on me, and then ended the session. Like on my email, it says expired session. So he cut my email completely off, which is fine, but you know, give me my YouTube channel. And that's what I told him. I said, you can kill the fucking email. I don't care. Give me my YouTube channels. I've got YouTube channels in. I said, go look at it, man. You guys got copies of my license and everything. But how do I not? How do I not know? How do you not know that it's me? What's up, Salty? So yeah, man, it's 50 degrees this morning where I'm at. Uh, but it is what it is. I don't care to start over. It's all right. Uh, like I said, I worked 5 years on that channel. Uh, Put a lot of videos in, and that's the main thing that it ain't about making money. It wasn't about making money. I wasn't making like a lot of money on that other channel. The thing is those videos I cannot get back. Like those videos, those are memories sitting there of me going and to rallies and to, being around friends and on rides and places like that and talking to people. That's the thing that aggravates me. I didn't have those videos backed up on a card or on a terabyte or whatever y'all call that thing. So what I'm going to do when I purchase the new laptop, I'm going to buy me a out, whatever you call those memory stick things, and I'm going to keep all my videos logged on a separate system, a separate thing, and that way I've got those videos backed up in case something else happens, and then my kids one day want to you back everything up now. Yeah, I'm telling you. What's up, Quick Shoe? Yeah, man, it'd probably be best to do that. I'm not joking. I mean, trust me, after what I've been through, huh, these assholes, they don't care. And then like the dude from Google said, he said I was like, dude, they're not, what are they going to try to get? My money out of my bank? I said, I get that, but they can't get into my passkeys. I have different, I've got more, I have 3 different ways you have to get into my passkey and do all that stuff. He's like, no, they want your identity. They want your name. They want your social security number. They want all that, they want the stuff where they can copy your name and pretend, and pass your name down as oh, we're going to go take loans in this guy's name. We're going to go do this, identity theft. That's basically what they did. And that's what they're doing. So if you see me on the topmost 10 FBI wanted list, it ain't me. Because I'm not doing it. Got hacked a few years back, cost us a ton of money. I'm telling you, they were trying to charge me up to like $400 that day. Google was, so just to stop the, to put that firmware or spyware or something, to pay for that for 2 years. They're like, yeah, we got a 2-year plan, and there's a 4-year plan, and I'm like, and how much is this? And how much is this? And I'm like, God almighty. He said, but that will stop it, and it will kill the, I said, yeah, well, my shotgun will kill it too. Me turning it offline, they're not going to get back into my computer because I unplugged it, took the internet, I signed out of everything. So we paid over $10K to get about a fourth of our, see, that's crazy. We got got identity locks, but still a pain on the ass. Yeah, in the ass pretty much. To this day, every time I try to use my own credit, I have to prove who I... See, that's crazy, man. That's dumb. Sixth riding season with your Street Glide. Oh, cool. Just over 43K miles. Sixth season. On my old bike was just over 27. Life is good. That's right. I'm gonna ride some today. I'm just waiting for it to warm up a little bit. It's 52 right now. The sun's coming up. It's getting, it ain't nowhere near anywhere. It's just, it's up there coming up over the mountains. So everyone's like, I'd already left. Well, no, it's cool enough that, I got a button up shirt on, long sleeve. It's nothing thick though. like I said, I'm sitting on the porch. It feels good to me. I got all my work done yesterday, got the yard mowed, got everything cleaned up. We got the deck and the roof and everything on the deck built the other day. We got that took care of. That's all done. Next year's cross country trip. Do you know where you're going first? You're going west to California and back, or are you going to go west and then come down south and go up? Or are you going to go, I don't know. I feel like I cleaned my other bike up and I put it up yesterday. So I got it put up. To get part of the money back from the bank they got from our account. We had to wait for the investigation to be completed and policy to file reports. Yeah. And then only received 8%. Yeah, they ain't gonna give you all of it back. Even when you can prove it, that they hacked your shit and you can prove that they did this, which your stuff, you're talking about stuff like your business stuff too. So I'd say that was rough, trying to get all that shit back and all your stuff. That's crazy. Yeah, I hate thieves and I hate liars, man. That's the two things in this life I can't stand, is thieves and liars. If it doesn't belong to you, don't touch it. If you can't tell the truth, I don't want to be around you. If you're a liar, get out of my face. And that's the way I was raised. That's the way I am. I don't want to run around. I don't want you to beat around the bush trying to find an answer to my question or, none of that bullshit. If I ask you a question, tell me straight up. You ain't going to hurt my fucking feelings. Trust me, my feelings take a lot more to get hurt than that. I promise you that. Just tell me the truth and don't steal. I hate the kind of people, though, they'll steal your wallet and then they'll help you look for it. You know what I mean? Those are the ones you got to watch for. Those are the sneaky motherfuckers that are snakes, and those are the ones that'll get you. That's why they always say, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Gotta watch them, man. They'll get you quick. I'm going to wander around like I don't give a shit. Really, if John goes with, I really don't care. I plan on visiting everywhere I can. Well, I didn't know if you were on like a schedule, like if you're going to call and say, hey, I need a hotel room in 3 days at this place, and then make sure you get to that destination in 3 days. Because it ain't like it used to be quick. Used to, you could just take off like that and wander and say, okay, stop at a hotel. In most places in the South, you can still find a hotel room. Maybe it's a cheaper place, run down. But most places you can pull up, especially in the South, you can pull up and they've got a room or two. They've got rooms still open. But like a lot of places are going to the point of if you don't make a reservation, and once you make a reservation, now you're on a clock. You know what I mean? Now you're on a fucking clock. So as soon as you make a reservation, now you're starting a clock and you're going to have to be there at a certain time. Now you don't really get to enjoy the road or that part of the road because guess what? Now you're going to have to make sure you're there on check-in and this and that, blah, blah, blah. That's what kills the trip, in my opinion. Everyone's like, well, I got it mapped out. I got every hotel from here to California back, reserved. That's good if that's the way you do it. That's cool. I respect that. But if you really just want to take off on the bike, you'll pack a couple of bags of clothes and some food and a tent and a sleeping bag, and you go. And that way, if you can't get a hotel or a motel, you find a church parking lot and you sleep in it. Or go behind the church and sleep. Or you find somewhere that you can, in the woods or somewhere you can throw your tent up in a park. And that's why I say if I go on a road trip, I like to make sure there's state parks or federal parks, places where you can camp for free and you can go into, because not every place is going to have a hotel, but also not every place, but a lot of places now, you go to Florida, you can't just show up and get a hotel room. You better have a fucking reservation. You will not get a hotel room. You have to have a reservation. So, and that's the crazy thing. So if you're going to be a real wanderer and just cruise the country, let me tell you, you better not get on the clock. Cause as soon as you get on the clock, you're done. You're on a time limit. Now you're on a time limit. KOA campgrounds, get up and make a plan on go that day. I got a tent and a sleeping bag. I'm going to visit Lolly and Frog. Well, they're not too far from you though, are they? Everybody I can stay there sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, KOAs, they've got quite a bit of them. And like I said, that's a good thing about, you can find a park or a campground. If you find a federal park or a national forest, most times you can camp in them for free. Or some state parks you can, but a lot of places has got to that point. Even like around me, I got a couple of state parks. You're not just going to throw a tent up, man. They got fucking park service to come and run your ass out. You have to fucking pay for a spot, and it may be $10 a night, or $7 or $30 a night, which is stupid. When the hell did we have to go to paying to sleep somewhere? You know what I mean? Like this country's got so ass backwards, in my opinion. Like a man can't pull over on the road and just throw a tent up at a park. I understand people's property. You shouldn't be able to just, invade on somebody's property off the side of the road and throw a tent up. I get that. It's somebody owns that. But if you come up on state land or federal land, you should be able to sleep there overnight. I ain't saying pack, hey, here, I'm going to stay for a month, You should be able to, because it's our country. We pay taxes to keep this shit up. We pay to keep this, to have this stuff. So, yeah, do you not understand, Quick, that most people don't want to live up north? All the time you're posting and talking about cutting ricks and ricks and ricks of firewood, and you have to pack it in and get ready for winter, and that's all you're doing. That's why we don't want to be up north. We don't want to have that trouble. I cut wood and burnt firewood damn near my whole life. I hate it. I hate it. And the house I used to live in, I bet we cut for 11, 12 years. I get up at 3 in the morning, pack that stove, make sure it was still going, and pack it again. I love the heat. Don't get me wrong. I love the wood stove heat, but man, I cannot stand I cannot stand the dust that comes off of a wood stove. I cannot stand the allergies that my kids had got from it. I mean, it's like I said, it's miserable. I've got 2 big ass chainsaws, Husqvarnas and shit. Let me tell you, I've cut tons of wood, and I got to that point with my health. I was like, I can't do this no more. I'm not living up north. There's too many damn, in my opinion, liberals up north. Too many blue cities up there for me. I like where I'm at. The north is beautiful. Oh, it is, I know. 48 degrees on the front. I've been to Maine. I've been fishing in Maine in the river up there. I forget the river. I was like 19 years old. I love the I love the forest and the woods up there. I've been all over. Like I said, I've been to Michigan when I was younger. I've been all kinds of places. I love the mountain. When I stayed in Colorado for almost a year, dude, went up on the mountains all the time. I love the mountains, love all that. But do I want to live up there constantly? No. Shit, sometimes gets too cold here for me where I'm at on the mountain in Tennessee. When it gets below 0 and shit, yeah, I don't want to deal with it. I'm that type of guy now in my older age. It's like, I just don't want to have to deal with ice and snow and all that shit. But we still get it here where I'm at. We don't get it like you guys, of course, but we do get it. So, I mean, and like I said, building on to redoing the back porch and doing all that, and then putting a roof on it, because it never had a roof on it, so we put a roof on the back porch the other day. See, tell me that ain't pretty. My big old football field I got as a yard, the sun coming up over the trees into my woods here. Yeah, Michigan is true beauty, man. Upper Peninsula, like Bob Seger said. Yeah, sang about. Yeah, I got to get rid. I do have a couple of things to do today, though. I do have to get rid of some scrap wood. I got to haul some scrap wood off. Look, hey, bud. He waves every day. He comes. He rides every day. That old man. He rides his bike everywhere. So, yeah. See, this is the only thing I don't like about my yard here. It goes down. I own all this to that house over there. All these woods. Like I said, I got 5 acres here, and we got 20 something down the road. See, that was the old rails, the thin rails, green. They're thin metal, steel rails. I tore them down. That's all that we tore off of it. We're gonna redo I gotta redo this pole, and then we're gonna sand and stain the bottom with all this, and then we put the roof on. So got it finished day before yesterday, or yesterday, yeah, day before yesterday, I think, or yesterday, yeah, day before yesterday. Kind of tightened it all up. I gotta wait till the lumber, all that dries real good. Then I'm gonna clear coat it, you know. So yeah, it's nice. I mean, it'll do. I'm gonna buy when next spring comes. I'm gonna buy the private. You can get on Amazon and buy those privacy things that go around the railings, and it's just a big private thing, and they zip tied to it at so many places, and it makes the whole bottom private where you can't even see in. And I may put some lattice or something after I sand and stain it. May put some lattice or something under the porch. I don't know yet. Like I said, just depends. Ooh, we got the sun coming up. It feels good too. These damn walnuts, they kill me. Try to get them out of the yard. These squirrels, I try to pile them up like there, put them up around my tree. Because the squirrels will come and eat them. And I love letting the squirrels eat them because they'll come, and once these green shells fall off and rot out, they'll come and get them, and then see, they fall out of the tree, and they've still got quite a bit in that tree. So, but sorry for the shakiness, guys. Like I said, it is what it is, but it's beautiful here in East Tennessee. I like it. I mean, it ain't bad. It ain't a bad place to live. I just didn't want to show my address on my house there. That's why I wasn't showing that way, guys. So, yeah, it is what it is. Like I said, thanks, bud, Aaron. Yeah, it only took us a few. We would have been done with it a couple of days ago, but it rained here for 2 days, so we had to stop in the middle of it. And I took general building and trade in high school, but being a roofer, and I haven't framed many. I've only framed a couple of houses. And then I worked in heating and cooling, and we would install heating and cooling when the houses were framed up and stuff. I've done a lot of, hands-on work through my life. Like I said, I was a roofer for 16 years. So we did sheet metal, we did shingles, rubber roofs on hospitals and schools. So, it is what it is. I mean, building a deck ain't hard. You just got to know math. You got to know how to, your angles. You got to know how to cut. You got to know how to measure. You got to know how to use a tape measure, man. That's it. And a saw. It ain't that hard. Like I said, you figure it out as you go if you don't really know a lot. But pretty easy, it'll do. Like I said, I got yesterday, I finally got to put my 4-burner Blackstone back on there, my big grill and all that. So, and me and the wife was talking, we're not going to put a lot of stuff on there. The only thing we're really going to do, excuse me, guys. The only thing we're really going to do is probably buy like a bar table and some stools, like some patio furniture, like just a table and 2 chairs, and put on there, and that'll be it, and just, have the grill on there. But the roof, should have done the roof a long time ago, but we never had a roof on there. And that's what I said, we just tore down the rain and shit was just rotted the deck and was making it bad. And I only had to, let's see, I think we only had to replace 2 of the truss underneath. The other ones were good, the floor joists. So we only replaced 2 of those, and then, so now we did the roof. Instead of putting a gutter, we decided to just go ahead and do the whole roof, do a roof over it. We went out to the end of the house on the back end, and we came a foot over the steps on this side, so it would be bigger roof, cover more area. So I think it'll do good after, and then we, we flushed the metal up and under the other metal and caulked it. So, and if I have to, I'll bend a piece of metal and we'll do a lay up there, just in case. Hi guys. How y'all doing this morning? What you boys doing? My boys are here. Hey boys. Hey. Hi boys. Hi boys. Hi Cookie. Hi Cookie. I named that one Cookie because it looks like an Oreo cookie. They're weirding out because they don't know what I got. What I got is a big tripod with my phone on it. That's what I'm holding the phone with, my big tripod, like a big tripod, my big one. And I got like all kinds of grip, these 360, claws that you tighten around, the poles, and you can hold your GoPro. I'm holding a charging battery, an out charger. I got, the thing I actually have on here is my phone's actually on, which I've screwed it onto the tripod because it goes onto it. It's actually the 360, if I turn it on, it'll follow my face. The camera, my phone will turn completely 360 and follow me wherever I walk. It will, so, and I've got it on my tripod. So I could do the facial recognition and my phone will follow me wherever I go. So it's pretty neat to have. They ain't but like $30 on Amazon. So, oh yeah. Those walnuts, they will knock you out, man. I'm telling you, they hurt, dude. Them things are like dropping, grenades or something, dude. You'll hear them hit the house or the ground. And it's awful quick. Yeah, I've been hit by many of them. Like I said, I've been in this one house for 13 years. So, yeah, I've been hit a few times by them, especially if you're out mowing or doing something and you're not really paying attention and you get hit. It's like, fucking hey, All right, buddy. Enjoy your day, too. Yeah, I'm going to jump off here. I just wanted to come on and do an early morning live and just kind of, hang out while the sun rose. I got a few things to do. Like I said, I got to back the truck up, get all that old wood hauled off today sometime. So I'm going to do a few things like that. So, I went this whole live and not even showed my own face, ain't I? Huh, that's weird. So, what's up, guys? Well, there we go. So, anyways, we're going to check out. Make sure you hit that subscribe, like, comment, stay in your lane, or crash the damn thing.